no sleep. Standard. Let's wake ourselves up, because we need it. We need it. Have this helps to clear breakouts and soothe redness, which is definitely what I need at this time of the month, if you know what I mean. I'm actually going to skip moisturiser today and just go with SPF, because I know it's winter or autumn, but I still need to be putting on SPF. Honestly, taking 5 minutes to do this in the morning makes me feel so much better already, even though I have had no sleep. None. I actually do get a lot of questions about Skin and Me and whether it actually works. It was April 2022 or March 2022 when I started using it, and yeah, it absolutely does work, because I'm going to show you a photo of what my skin looked like. My hormonal acne was out of control. Worse when it was my week of my period, which it is right now, by the way, and the worst I've got is a couple of little tiny spots that have gone away within like a day of using my daily doser, which I use in the evening. I tell you what, let me talk you through my evening routine and my morning routine, and I'll show you how flipping simple it is. So the main way I was able to get rid of this acne was by using the Skin and Me daily doser, which has got the most powerful and personalised skincare in it that I've ever used. So it's powerful because it's got really active ingredients that target the problem, but also it's personalised for me, my skin, my skincare concerns. So you fill out a questionnaire online, and the dermatology team within Skin and Me actually formulate literally a personalised thing for me. It has my name on it. This is just mine, yours would be different, and I can vouch for that, because when I started using this in March or April 2022, I can't remember exactly, my skin looked like this, and then by my wedding at the end of June, which is not that many months, June 2022, I had clear skin. I went from this to clear skin in what? So say I started in March, April, May, June, 3 months, 3-4 months, as well as using my daily doser in the evening. I literally just cleanse, use my little Skin and Me cleanser. I use my daily doser after I've washed off all my face, and then I also moisturise. I can't find my moisturiser anywhere, but I think probably that means a baby or a child has chucked it somewhere. Fantastic. That is literally my whole evening routine, 3 steps, and it works. That is it. And then in the morning, I just cleanse. I use a little bit of the Brighten and Boost, especially in these like colder mornings. I find that this is really helping me, and it's helping me with my acne scarring along here, because I did have acne for a while and I did pick them and I did get scarring, and I can definitely tell that my scarring has gone down a lot since using this, and it helps to reduce redness when you do have flare-ups, like I do a little bit here, but honestly that is nothing in comparison to what I used to get around the time of my period. After that, I normally put my moisturiser on if I could find it, and then a bit of SPF, and that's it. That's literally it. It's that simple. And if someone asks me, does Skin and Me actually work? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes, I promise you it is. If you wanted to give it a go and get your first daily doser plus a little trial of the Brighten and Boost serum that I use in the mornings, then you can actually get your first daily doser and a free little sample of this for £4.99 using my code. It is Shan11YT this month. I'll pop it down in the description box and I'll link everything down there, but it's definitely worth it, especially for the trial period. But yeah, I am going to go downstairs now. I feel a little bit more alive, sort the kids out, and then take George to nursery, and I'll catch up with you after. So I'm just sat chilling with Hallie in the living room. We're just gonna chill this morning. No plans, just me and you, girl. Playing, building. Hello. Little cuddles. She's getting very cuddly recently. We don't have any mad plans today, do we? Which is nice after a busy weekend. Yesterday honestly felt like the most wholesome family day we've had in such a long time. It was just so lovely and everyone was just on their like best behaviour, best moods. Like, it was just so nice. We're still on the no screen time hype, which we kind of fell off a little bit, but we're going back on it now. George hasn't watched the TV since 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks since he watched the telly, and Hallie as well, but Hallie barely ever watches the telly. He gets 1 hour of iPad time on a Saturday and a Sunday, but then it just switches off, like it's on a timer thing on the settings. So you could just Google how to do that if you wanted that, because when I found out you could do that, I was like, this is genius. Because he didn't think it's us turning it off, he just thinks that the iPad stops working after that. So I'll get away with that for as long as I can. But yeah, genuinely, it's made a massive difference, like a huge difference in terms of behaviour, his attitude, his emotional like resilience, just all round. I'm just like, yeah, okay, short term, it's easier to do screen time, of course it is, but long term, not even long term, like medium term, it's just so much better to not do it for us. I personally believe there are kids that aren't that affected by it, and then there are kids like George that are massively affected by it. So yeah, for me, no screen time's definitely the winner. Ah, my cutie. But yeah, Hallie and I are just chilling in the living room, but I'll catch up with you a little bit later when she's napping so we can catch up properly. See you later. It's okay. Hey. So, funny story. Wow, Mummy recorded lots of stuff while she was napping, but none of it filmed. Whoa, that's not fun, is it? I literally spoke to you for probably all in all like 20 minutes, but none of it recorded, so Hallie's now up from her nap. So. Anyway, one of the things I mentioned is me and Hallie are going to go to Sainsbury's after she's had her lunch, because Ash took her, oh yeah, by the way, do you like that? I painted the stairs. This was my job, I did this. Yeah, Ash took her to soft play on the weekend so that I could paint the stairs, and lost one of her shoes. And she's got nursery tomorrow, so she needs some shoes. Yeah, that's basically it. Although she's not walking yet, they're very, very like flexible ones. They kind of need shoes for when they go outside, so yeah, that's the situation. I feel like I'm really zoomed in. Am I zoomed in? Is that okay? Hallie is having a very weird mixture of things for lunch today because I haven't prepared anything new or exciting particularly. Basically, I have raided the freezer for things that I had batch cooked in the past. So she's got a banana oat pancake, lovely. Banana oat blueberry muffin-y thing, yeah, well, 2 of those, lovely. She's also got 3 veggie fingers from Plant Chef, Tesco I think that is, love that. And then also some roasted carrots that again, I like prepped too many of, and then I've put them in the freezer. So they're already cooked, I've just basically warmed them through. She's not having all of this, this is just what I put in because I panicked basically. Hey darling, do you want some food? Yeah? Usually Hallie doesn't love vegetables at all, but I can trick her if they're roasted vegetables, like these carrots, or if they're cooked in something. Like this is obviously cheating because this is like a frozen food that I bought. But if I cook something with veg in it, like a carrot, like a fake carrot muffin. I'll actually pop that up on the screen because I did a reel of that recently. The carrot cake muffin things I make, they're baby friendly. They're not like actual cakes. They're little like banana oat muffin things, but they have grated carrot in and they taste like carrot cakes. There's cinnamon in it and stuff. So yeah, she seems to like them, and it tricks her to actually eat the veg, which is nice. So I will give you, I'll probably give her about half of this because this is an insanely large portion for her. I know, you can have some. Look at you. You're so hungry. Come here. You're so hungry. Come here, chicken. Oh, this drawer is honestly water. George's pom-pom jar is almost full up, and when it's completely full, like all of this is covered, he gets a surprise, which this time he's decided, well, it's not really a surprise, it's more of like a prize. He's decided that he wants to go to the Natural History Museum, so we're going to do that if he gets his pom-pom jar all the way to the top. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's very easy to win a pom-pom in our house. So if he gets himself dressed nicely, like without a fight, without wiggling, without running off, like if he actually wants to get dressed, pom-pom. If he goes to nursery really nicely in the morning, pom-pom. If he comes home from nursery really nicely, pom-pom. Coming home from nursery includes like coming home with me out of the door, because most of the time he doesn't want to leave nursery, so he like runs around, he starts an activity, like it's embarrassing and it's stressful, especially when I've got Hallie who's like also wants to like wiggle away. Yeah, it's hard work. So George gets a pom-pom if he comes home from nursery really nicely, but that also includes, what would you like? More? That also includes keeping his seatbelt on in the car really nicely, not throwing a tantrum if we don't stop at a shop to get a Kinder Egg, or like he literally got a Kinder Egg once and he does not stop talking about it. And I'm like, why did I introduce him to Kinder Eggs? Basically, if he comes home without too many hiccups, pom-pom. Happy days. And then just to keep it real with you, I've literally just had picky bits out the fridge. Literally stood at the fridge and started picking stuff out. I had a bit of salami, had a bit of cucumber, had a bit of cream cheese, literally stood at the fridge like an absolute animal. I'm keeping it real with you. That's what I had for lunch. This is how the living room is looking as I'm leaving it. Yeah. Yeah. And this is how the kitchen's looking. And this is how we're looking. Hey. Hey, my little wiggler. Off to Sainsbury's to get some shoes, hopefully. I know. Swing that baby round. Pass on to return. Baby in. 360 car seats are the one, guys. All these jeans from Abercrombie, because they had a massive sale on, and literally every bloody influencer I've ever seen in my life has these jeans, and they all look really great on them. And I bought them. Firstly, the quality is not anywhere near as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be top class, because obviously Abercrombie, it's like posh and it's expensive. But they're not really that good quality. Like, the quality's fine, but it's nothing to write home about at all. M&S is better and half the price. And the sizing is all over the place. I got my actual size, like waist 27 I think I got. That is my size. That's the size that I got, and then that came up way too big, so I got a waist 26. And that came, and that was a little bit too big. I was like, I'm definitely not a waist 25. Like, that's just insane. I'm not a waist 26 either. But waist 25 just seemed mental, so I was like, I'm not gonna, because you have to actually, every time you return, spend £1.95 or whatever on returning it. And I was like, I don't even want these jeans that much. Like, I wanted them if they were gonna be amazing, but they weren't that amazing. So, returning them for the second time. I exchanged them, and now I'm returning them properly because I've given up. M&S is where it's at for me in terms of quality jeans. Oh, hello. You ready, Hallie? Yeah. Okay. Right, they didn't have any shoes in her size. It's not the biggest Sainsbury's, to be honest, so I'm not surprised. There's literally nowhere else to buy shoes in this town other than this Sainsbury's. No other supermarket does shoes, and the Clarks shut down a couple of months ago because everything shuts down, doesn't it? So, I'm not really sure what we're going to do, to be honest. I might have to order some, and then she might just have to go to nursery tomorrow in no shoes. I mean, just trying to sing Twinkle Little Star. Up above the world so high. I totally forgot I had some work due today. Well done, Hallie. That's beautiful. Oh, bless her. Just popped into Lidl to get tonight's dinner because I haven't done a weekly shop this week yet. Today is normally the day I do the weekly shop, so we've run out of like essentials like milk, and we don't have any dinner for tonight. I'm gonna have to do a click and collect or something tomorrow because I just don't have the time to rush around. I don't know where all the day has gone, to be honest. Hallie, we're going. Do you want to go see George? Do you want to see George? Yeah, George. She knows what George means. It's just adorable, and she wants to go see him, so we're going to go see him now. See you in a bit. Okay, I've picked George up from nursery, and I know it looks so dark. It's like coming up to 5 o'clock, but it's 4:45. We've just gone home. We packed up a load of old toys because George wants to take them to a charity shop to give to other children. And he said it's a really good thing to do, and I was like, Okay, yeah, we're doing this. I did mention it to him the other day, but I didn't think he would like actually take me up on the offer, like, you know, to clear out some stuff and give it to charity. But he fully is like, he's literally packed up a whole box and this bag of old toys, and we've got a whole shelf in his little cupboard available now for Christmas, but also getting some to charity, so it's a win-win situation. Let's go. Woohoo! Hello, it is now the next day. I am child free and I'm on my way to go and meet my friend Liv, who I know you all know already. She's at Home with Liv on Instagram and YouTube, and she is my best friend here on the internet world, on the Instagram world. And we're gonna go meet up for brunch, chat about, well, we're gonna gossip, we're gonna chat about work stuff. Obviously, like, we both do this social media thing, and I feel like we both feel sometimes it can be a bit lonely, and because you're on your own in this and you're trying to figure out, you know, what works, what doesn't work, and, you know, how to like make this a full-time income sort of thing. And I feel like at work, in a normal workplace, you'd have like your work bestie, and that's what Liv is for me. So yeah, we're gonna go meet up, have a chat, do some work maybe, even like, you know, bounce ideas off each other, which I feel like is really helpful. I feel like obviously we really connect because we have so much in common with our crazy boys and the trials and tribulations of motherhood. It's very, very intense, and I feel like, you know, have a little bit of a support meeting for us mums. I feel like we all need that sometimes, and child-free time is just as important as play dates. We've done that before and it was carnage. We didn't have a full-on conversation the whole time, but it wasn't fun nonetheless. But yeah, today's gonna be much nicer to just chat normally and yeah, see how she's getting on. I can't wait to see her. We live a couple of hours away from each other, so I'm gonna drive an hour, she's gonna drive an hour, and we're gonna meet in the middle in a town called Hitchin. I actually used to work in Hitchin at the Wetherspoons. We're not going there for brunch, let me tell you that for free. We're gonna go, I don't actually know where, we haven't booked anywhere. No, thank you. What do you want for lunch? Not lunch. Breakfast. Feels like it should be lunch. Hello, I am back in the car again. It's the following day from when you last saw me when I went to meet Liv. I actually didn't end up vlogging at all when I was meeting Liv. I basically got in to where we were having our lunch. We went to a town called Hitchin. I think I mentioned that already. And we were just chatting so much. I literally didn't get my camera out once. I didn't even take a picture of the food. Well, I took a picture of the food on my phone, but not my camera. It was just so nice to catch up. We had so much to update each other on, like about life stuff, work stuff, kids stuff. There was just so much to chat about. We probably meet up every, I don't know, maybe 3 months or so. Sometimes it's with the kids, sometimes it's just us, and it was just so nice. But we obviously always have to get back for the kids, so we meet halfway after dropping the kids off, and then that's like an hour drive normally from where we both live. Hour there, obviously we have a couple of hours. I think we had 3 hours to chat, catch up, and then I had to drive back home, obviously to pick the kids up at 4, so I left at like just before 3, and I got to nursery literally 1 minute to 4, so I picked the kids up, and then actually my in-laws, so Ash's brother and his girlfriend and their kids came over because they had a power cut there. So actually my sister-in-law ended up cooking us dinner. We got a bottle of wine, so, well, we had like a glass of wine each, so yeah, that was lovely. But now it's the following day and I am going to the gym, meeting my sister-in-law here after she drops the kids at school. I've just dropped our kids off. So we're going to go for a little gym session, and then I am actually going to the hospital for a hospital appointment to have a CT scan. I'm actually a little bit nervous about it. I don't know if I've updated you guys really on the whole health situation. It's not that deep, it's not that bad, but basically when I was pregnant, I got really severe pains. So from like April 2023, like March, April 2023, I had some really severe pains in my leg, my right leg, like shooting down and all up and all around my groin area, basically like where my leg bone connects to my hip bone. I'm not exactly sure like what that's called, but yeah, basically what has happened is where I've got hypermobility, just like Hallie has, but I've also got it, where I've got hypermobility, and when I was pregnant I was putting a lot of strain on that leg, that joint. Basically it's been wearing away, where I've been carrying babies, maybe doing too much exercise, like impact exercise for example. Whatever it's been, like whatever the reason is, it's happened. I've now got borderline hip dysplasia, which isn't uncommon in people that have hypermobility, like basically where the joints rub on each other and there's like that gristly pain essentially, and that has been quite severe on and off for me since April or March 2023, so it's been well over a year and a half now, and yeah, I'm very much ready to get it sorted. But yeah, I've been going to the physiotherapist for over a year. I've been going to hospital appointments and stuff, and now I've actually been referred from the, I think, orthopedic clinic to get CT scans and MRI scan, and obviously I've had my x-ray and everything just to check out everything is what they think it is, and it sounds like it is based on the x-ray and everything they've had back so far. It's just now about getting the exact MRI scan and CT scan so that I know whether or not I need surgery on it, which I've never actually had surgery before, so that is scary to say the least for me. I'm not sure if any of you guys have had anything like this before. Like, borderline hip dysplasia isn't as bad as actual hip dysplasia. It's borderline, so it's like basically instead of my joint covering like my bone like that, it kind of does that. It's like a very shallow fit, and so it doesn't like cover it, and therefore doesn't support it, and therefore that's where I get my pain. And obviously when you're a mom, I just want to be like running around with my kids and it not be an issue. Like I can definitely get by on some fairly strong painkillers like naproxen I take, ibuprofen, like anti-inflammatories tend to help, but obviously it just masks the actual issue, and it does get worse and worse and worse over time. And I don't want to be like 40 and having a hip replacement, so hopefully if I get the surgery like in my 20s, I don't have to have like a full-on, you know, hip replacement in my 40s or whatever. So yeah, that's my situation. That's why I'm going to get a CT scan later. However, I'm not giving up on exercise. I'm going to go and do my exercises that the physio gave me. I'm going to try and carry on trying to build up the muscle around the leg, but in a way that I know is not going to antagonise it. Like, I've been getting a lot of advice about what to do, what not to do. Like, the impact exercise is just not something I should be doing whatsoever, really, because it's just going to make it worse. So running on the treadmill, no. I can walk leisurely. I can do like the cross trainer because that's not like impact, and then I can also do like some weights and stuff, but again in a way that's not going to antagonize the joint by flexing it too much. But yeah, that's my situation. I don't know if any of you guys have had similar things. Like, I think the pregnancy where my like the hormones and everything, like relaxin was flowing through my body to like help, you know, relaxin is the hormone that basically relaxes your joints and your ligaments and everything to help make way for the baby to grow. Like, your rib cage opens up for the baby to like fit in there, but also it doesn't like, it's not like targeted in that one area, it's like it's throughout your entire body. I'm obviously no medical expert, by the way, so I'm probably saying some of these things like a little bit wrong, but that's my understanding of it anyway. And so yeah, it was basically from there a mixture of previous like hypermobility issues, impact exercise that I maybe shouldn't have been doing or was like wearing away on my joints, and then the pregnancy has like just antagonized it basically even more. And yeah, I'm here and I'm still aching, so yeah, time to get it sorted. But anyway, I'm gonna go do a gym session with my sister-in-law, and then I'm gonna go to the hospital. It's actually a different hospital to the one I'm used to, so I need to figure out where it is and know how long I was gonna take to get there. But yeah, wish me luck. Right, I'm about to head out to my hospital appointment now. Honestly, I think I'm running a little bit late, so I need to run. You should see the state of the house. It's exactly the same as it was yesterday. I haven't cleared up before dropping the kids up to nursery or going to the gym or anything, but had a little bit of me time, so I feel good. I haven't washed my hair. I did have a shower though after the gym, so ready to go. I am a little bit nervous about this scan. I've never had a CT scan before. Yeah, I've just not really had any time to think about it until now, and now I'm like, ooh, a bit nervous, but yeah. I'm also just scared about what it's going to show, and like if it's going to say that I'm definitely going to need surgery or not. Because yeah, if it does come back that I'm going to need surgery, then that's going to be fun in terms of a recovery and like working around the kids and stuff. I mean, I know I'm not the only one or the first person to ever need surgery for anything, and have young kids like running around. It's just scary, and it's not something that I've ever had to experience or deal with. Honestly, how people have a toddler and then have a baby and then like and recover from a C-section, for example. Like, I'll literally never understand it. Like, well, I'll understand it. I just think everyone's bloody superwoman, to be honest, because doing that sounds so hard. And yeah, that's major abdominal surgery. Like, how do people do that? Have you done that? Like, of course, like there's going to be people that are watching this video that have done that and thinking, yeah, you just power through, just crack on. Like, I just think you're amazing. You're incredible. Right, okay, wish me luck. I'll update you when I get back. Right, it's a lot later now. The kids are both in bed, which is why I'm going to be a little bit quiet. But yeah, I thought I'd update you on the hospital appointment, a CT scan and all that stuff. So it all went fine. I was nervous about nothing really. The scan was like a whole total of like 5 minutes and that was fine. I had a little bit of pain in my leg afterwards, but I don't know if that was just like a placebo. I kind of just imagined it, I'm not sure. But then I've got my MRI scan in a week's time at a different hospital, and then after that I think, I don't know, I'm just gonna have, I think, this steroid injection in my hip to see if that like numbs the pain completely. And then fingers crossed they can tell me, I don't know what the next step is, whether I need surgery or not. But it sounded very much like when I was talking to, I don't know what it's called, the orthopedic person. What, orthopedist? I don't know. He was basically saying like he thinks I would probably need surgery on it to get it to go away completely and for it to not get worse like throughout the years. So that's the situation. But I spent probably like 3 hours of my day going to and from that appointment, and then obviously picked the kids up and stuff. Hallie unfortunately had a bit of a fall after she got home from nursery, and it was quite bad. Like, well, it was completely superficial in terms of like there's nothing bad that has happened, but she does have like a big bruise on her head, and I was really worried about it. So I called 111, but she was totally herself and fine in herself. It was obviously just that she had this big bruise on her head, and I just, oh God, it's just awful when your kids do something like that and hurt themselves, and you just feel just terrible for them, and all you want to do is take it away and put it on yourself. Yeah, it's just awful, and I can't stop thinking about it. I keep going to check on her. She's fell asleep probably half an hour ago, and I've been in there 3 times already to check she's okay. She's fine. She's just got a bit of a bruise on her head, but still, it's just a scary one when that kind of things happen, especially when it comes to heads. Like, just worries me. But yeah, I will keep an eye on her, and that's all I could do really. Anyway, I've just had a shower and washed my hair and done like my cleanse and everything, and I need to quickly pop on my evening treatment, which is my Skin and Me doser, and I've got probably like 2 weeks worth of product left in this one. You can see here, I'm actually going to show you. I didn't show you at the beginning of the video because I don't want to waste the product. I'll show you here. You literally twist this, and then this amount of product is what you use on your face, and it's the perfect amount every single time. That way you know you're not going to overuse it, because it's got strong ingredients in. Like, you don't want to overuse it or underuse it. You want to make sure that you're getting the right amount every single day, and it's perfect, so it literally clicks and tells you. So that's good. But if you wanted to use my discount code, don't forget that I'll pop it up on the screen. It's Shan11YT, and that gets you not only your first daily doser for £4.99, but you get a completely free Brighten and Boost serum, which is the one that I use in the mornings. I used at the beginning of this video, so definitely check it out. You get a free little sample size of that. I'm just gonna put some moisturiser on as well, and that is literally my evening skincare done. Yeah, now that's all done, I'm gonna go check on Hallie again. Honestly, it's in the back of my mind. Like, I just feel so guilty and so sad. It wasn't actually on my watch, just FYI. It wasn't on my watch that it happened, but I came downstairs and she was crying and really sad, and I just wanted to give her the biggest cuddle and take her pain away. I mean, you know what, she hasn't even cried that much since. It was like the shock of it initially, and then she stopped crying, and then she was laughing and like climbing around and just like trying to do loads of other things. So she's most likely totally fine. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else is like that with their kids and they have an accident. Like, it just plays on my mind for ages, especially when they're so little. That's like the biggest like little. She's like headbutted the floor a couple of times, like in anger, because she has like little temper tantrums now. I don't want a toddler. I don't want another toddler. Like, toddlers are not my favourite, but yeah, I want her to stay a baby. But no, she's definitely getting into the bumps and bruises era. The bumps and bruises era is almost here, so great. Love that for us. Anyway, I've got so much washing to put away today, whereas out today I didn't have the chance to do as much housework as I normally would do on the days that the kids are at nursery. So I've got a load of that to do before I go to bed, but it is 9:15 now. I had to read George like 3 chapters of this new book that he's been reading. I say that, it's actually my childhood favourite book. It's called Enchanted Wood and The Faraway Tree, and then The Folk of the Faraway Tree. We're on the 2nd book now, so we're on the Faraway Tree book, which is an Enid Blyton like series. I used to read it with my mum, and then I read it on my own, and then now I'm reading it to George. It hasn't got any pictures in or anything, and he's like he's so entrenched in the book, like he loves it. They have a Enchanted Wood Tony's like thing to put on it as well, but he's listened to that like 500 times now. So I'm back on reading the books to him, and I just love it. Like, Genuinely, like, although, you know, bedtimes are long still, bedtimes are so much more enjoyable than they used to be. Like, I just look back and think I genuinely don't know how I survived doing bedtimes with a newborn and a toddler that just didn't want to go to bed and was just, frankly, a nightmare in terms of just emotional behaviour, like all sides. Like, don't get me wrong, he still has his moments when he's tired, like things are tricky still. Do not, like, I'm not under no illusions that he's, like, you know, perfect and easy. He's absolutely not. No one is. But in comparison to what it used to be like, bedtimes are just nice. I enjoy them. Like, we lay there, he talks to me, he, like, you know, lets me scratch his back and, like, asks me questions, and I get to hear about his day a little bit, get to read him a story. Like, before, it was just a fight, a constant fight of trying to just get him to stay still, let alone stay in bed, let alone stay in his room. He would just be running around screaming. It was just awful. And if you're going through that at the moment, like with your little one, and it's just like, you just think bedtimes are insane. I know that's not the case for everyone, by the way, but if you are one of those people who just have that, you know, strong-willed, headstrong kid that can't really communicate yet and is struggling, like, just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, when, honestly, since George has been 4, so much has changed for us, bedtimes being one of them. And like I said, it's enjoyable, it's nice. As much as, like, you know, he still tries it on, still says, oh, I'm thirsty, oh, I need a toilet, oh, I need a snack, oh, I'm hungry. As much as he does all of those, like, distraction techniques and things, like, he isn't throwing tantrums, he isn't screaming, he isn't running off, he isn't hitting, he isn't doing any of those things. And I'm just so extremely grateful. I'm forever, like, if you ever catch me moaning, remind me of what it was like, because yes, it's hard, but I need to keep that in mind. Like, we have come so far that I'm just extremely grateful. I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to put my washing away, but anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.